What's up? Gary here, aka G-Quay from the Little Red Dot known as Singapore. In this video, I'm going to take you through the intermediate level gear you can take into consideration to start giving you control that you're after. First, I'd say intermediate gear starts with the DSLR cameras. And this one over here is the Sony a7 III. It's a mirrorless DSLR camera. This is one option of many other DSLRs out there on the market, but this one, much like the Sony lineup, has amazing ISO capabilities. It is important to note that you're at this stage to learn how to really take control of your filming capabilities and gear. These cameras give you a lot of options to change various settings, allowing you, the user, ultimate control to create more cinematic looks without the heavy price point of professional cinematic cameras. There's also a wide range of interchangeable lenses to choose from when using the DSLR system, giving you even more options. Most of these cameras will come with a kit lens, which is okay in quality and sharpness. However, if you have some extra cash to invest, I recommend you upgrade and get some better lenses.
To get the full range, you'll want a wide lens like the 16 and 35mm, the core range, which is 24 to 70mm, and the telephoto range, which is your 70 to 200mm lens.
These can be pricey investments, but you'll be glad to know that these lenses hold their value a lot better than the camera body. But it goes without saying, you do need to know how to use these cameras in full manual mode to really leverage its full capabilities. Things like focus, aperture, shutter speed, frames per second, FPS, just to name a few. We have a bunch of videos to teach you how to use the DSLR system too, so check those out on the list. And that just about covers it for camera. Shooting with the DSLR handheld takes some skills and practice, and the fastest way to combat shaky looking shots is some stabilization. The easiest way to stabilize a camera is a tripod. This one here I have is basically a tripod technically for photography, but good enough if you're doing locked off shots, meaning you're going to have the camera pointing at one location the whole time, perfect for piece to cameras like this and other talking head type videos. You can still hold the camera and move it around, but it will take some practice to get it smooth. Tripods using for film videos are similar to this tripod but have a fluid head mechanism that allows smooth and resistant controls. That's the biggest difference between the two options. The fluid head gives tilting and panning control over the camera and just overall filming capabilities. Monopods are another option and are pretty good too. These are particularly great for event filming and running around with the camera quickly. You can also get a fluid head and mount it on top of a monopod, which is an option some people go for, especially if they're doing a lot of events and wedding shoots. The difference in tripods and monopods are basically in the name. Monopods being a single-legged tripod and a tripod being three-legged. Alright, let's talk about gimbals. You've probably heard about them before, but let me give you a quick explainer about them. Gimbals are electronic, automatic, AI-enabled stabilizers. They basically act like this chicken's neck in this Mercedes commercial. These 3-axis gimbals are not completely new to the market anymore. However, the price point and selections available today makes them easily accessible for everyone, giving even the beginner intermediate level filmmaker the ability to create smooth cinematic moments at a very low cost point. There are a lot of DSLR gimbal options out there in the market today for various payloads. To find out what is right for you, search best DSLR gimbals on Google and find out which one will work best for you and your price point. And that just about covers it in terms of stabilizing gear options at this level. So let's move on to lighting. In terms of lighting, there are only 3 real ways to go about investing in lighting equipment at this level, without having to remortgage your home, that is. You have this one, which is your portable LED light panel. Good for basic lighting situations and gives your talent a little boost of light. Just turn it on and adjust the brightness to bring your talent out from the shadows. Then there's this light, which is the 1x1 LED light panel, which is basically the same as the portable one, except it has more power and accessory options. If you invest in 3 of these, you can get started in doing some 3-point lighting techniques and crafting a more professional lighting setup. Last but not least, a very common beauty light you can easily purchase online these days is the ring light. This gives you even soft lighting that is particularly good for beauty shots or just overall soft, pleasant lighting on your talent. One really unique feature of this ring light is the ring reflection in the given talent's eye, and it's a pretty cool effect which is part of its massive appeal in beauty videos and tutorials. On top of these 3 lighting options, you'll also want to get yourself a 3-in-1 reflector kit and maybe some white foam boards to help reflect or bounce light. The combination of these 3 light varieties, bounce boards, and some basic lighting theory, and you'll really be able to create some fantastic professional looking shots. And that covers the majority of lighting options that are going to give you the best bang for the buck and shouldn't really break your bank. So let's talk about audio. So, audio options. What options are there? At this level, there isn't much more or huge need to go further than your standard shotgun microphone and or wireless lav mics. This particular Rode shotgun mic is easy to mount above any camera and can be plugged directly into the camera and will give you better quality sound at whatever it's pointed at, hence shotgun mic. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then what you have is the wireless lavalier microphone, or aka lav mics. This one here is the Rode Link version, and this one is the Sennheiser G3 option. Without going into massive detail and quality difference, they basically do the same function. They allow you to record audio of the talent wirelessly. This gives you great audio for any talking head or interview style videos, which will solve the vast majority of your filmmaking needs. Just like this example. Wireless lav. And that just about covers it for audio gear. It's pretty simple. The last piece of gear that is pretty useful today but very lucrative still is the teleprompter. This one is the one we have here at Shootsta that comes in our regular Shootster kit, along with all the other stuff that we just previously mentioned. But why, you might ask, do you need a teleprompter? Good question. Let me explain. We're not all trained actors, and a lot of us can't memorize line after line after line of script. Even fewer of us can speak candidly with charm and grace. That's where the teleprompter really comes in. Pre-script yourself, make sure you've drafted out what you want to say and how you want to say it, and voila, read and make those words pop. Like how I'm actually doing it right now. See? And that's about it as far as intermediate gear goes. These are some of the key pieces of gear you want to consider when taking your filmmaking craft to the next level. But if you don't have the time to get this equipment and you need it now, here at Shootster we have the Shootster kit, the normal size one, which is a specifically created kit to help you start filming like a pro. I won't bore you with our regular sales pitch here, but to wrap things up, I want you all to understand that filmmaking is not just about the gear you use, it's just gear. What is important is knowing how to use the gear, the passion, scripting, and planning behind each and every video topic you create, and the little post-production flair. Gear is just one part of the formula to creating a truly great video. And that's it. I hope you found this session informative and valuable. Need help or have any questions? Get in touch. We'd love to help. And check out the other video we've created to help you out on your content creating journey. Until the next video or other videos, Jikoi out. Peace.